Good morning minute. Down here. You know what they say, everything's bigger in Texas, and pretty soon that could also call for police officers. A man named Jordan Wilmore is 7'3", and he was taking the state peace officer exam in Texas, but he failed by just 1 point. Now, NBA legend Shaquille O'Neal, who's 7'1", just 2 inches off, actually is a state peace officer, and he says it took him 5 to 7 years to pass the LA exam, so he knows what it's like, and he'll be sponsoring Wilmore's next try at the test. And several acts are canceling their performances at the Kennedy Center since they added Donald J. Trump's name to its name earlier this month. That includes Issa Rae, performances of the Broadway show Hamilton, and jazz group The Cookers, who pulled out of their New Year's Eve performance just days ago. The center's president dismissed these cancellations and says the artists were actually booked by the previous far-left leadership. The Kennedy family has been vocal in its disapproval of the name change. And a Georgia man's Christmas Eve turned into terror after police stormed into his home with guns and shields and handcuffed him and his wife. Police say they were responding to a 911 call about a woman who was being held at gunpoint, but the address they were given didn't exist. They tracked the call to that man's home, but once they handcuffed the couple, they realized no one inside matched the caller's description. Investigators now believe it was a swatting, where people make false calls like these to trigger massive police response. The man speaks Spanish, and he says that once police realized no crime had been committed, they didn't even apologize.